Hi, my name is Kelly Amos and I'm a health coach, and today for your tiny health tip, I want to talk to you about what you're doing and is it the right thing to be doing. I was asked by a student at NIC, North Idaho College, where I teach, if she could interview me. She was doing an article on how what people do as far as nutritionally before. Hi, Suzanne. Nutritionally before their workout, and some other things that you do pre-workout. And she asked if she could speak with me because I teach a nutrition class. And then she asked if I had some students that she could interview as well. And my nutrition class happens to be full of just rock solid students, and they all exercise regularly. So she just came to my class today and was basically talking with all of us and interviewing. So her first questions were about, do you eat something? Do you eat food before you exercise, or do you go in basically in a fasted state with no fuel, with no energy? And she had been interviewing multiple people, and she said there was a lot of diversity in what people were doing. Hey, Kellen. And so each one of my students went through and said what they do. They all do eat before, they all exercise in the morning, and they all eat something. They have kind of a routine. They have several different things, and then they wait a certain amount of time, and then they exercise. Then she asked about static stretching with the warm-up, and that she's hearing that people don't really hold stretches. And so each one of my students went through, and this isn't an exercise physiology class, but you know you're going to get a little bit of that from me no matter where you live, no matter where you go. But I was just so proud of them and how they could articulate everything that they did, and they really had a system. They really had a routine. And she asked then what they felt was the most important thing as far as them that gave them the quality exercise or got them to continue to exercise. And so each one really was more focused on their food, that what they ate mattered the most. And as I'm listening to them, I went last, and it really is the routine. They have a routine and they have a system, and it's scheduled. So my personal routine in the morning is the same every single day, regardless of what time I get up. I do things for the same amount of time. And then when I've done these things, it's time to stand up and go downstairs and go work out. That's the system. So that's by stacking habits, by creating this routine. If you are random, then it's not going to happen. Even though you might have times where, hi Kathy, hi Jay, even though you might have times where you have a different schedule, maybe Mondays and Wednesdays are different than Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Friday is another day, but you create a system or a routine that matches that particular day. So maybe some days you work out in the morning, some days you have to work out at noon, and maybe a couple days you have to work out in the afternoon or the evening. But the important thing is that you carry that routine and you bring it in. Because if you have a routine, if you have a system in place and things aren't working for you, then you can pick one or two things out. You can tweak it a little bit. And as you're starting, I'm going to suggest or encourage you to reverse engineer. So if getting exercise in the day, reverse engineer. So know when you want to do it, schedule that appointment to exercise, and then back up the things that you need to get done or do before that happens, and just make sure that you're on task and getting them done. These are things that I will cover in my course, but it really is very interesting how it really is universal. People who exercise regularly, they have some sort of routine that they typically follow. Most days they have a routine, and these certain things take place, and then it's just a trigger. They automatically, I can't tell you that I jump off my chair and say, woo, it's time to work out, or that's the thing I'm most excited for. In fact, some days it's the thing I'm least excited for, but it's part of my habit. It's just autopilot. It's time to get up and go work out now without even thinking. So if you have any questions, first of all, what I want a thumbs up in the comment section if you exercise today, if you were able to get it in, or if you still will. And don't forget, if you are struggling with finding something to do, or maybe you have a few minutes here and there and not really sure what to do, get my freebie. I will post the link under here so that you can get it, my Fit in Minutes, just a PDF that gives you a whole list of things to do, whether you have 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10, 15, 20, 30, strength, cardio, stretching. I've got it all in there for you. So it's just your little cheat sheet, little tool. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you're having a great night and staying warm, and I will see you next Monday at 5 o'clock.